Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Play Final Fantasy VII Remake Hard Mode. Today's the day of sadness. Fucking yay! Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited to watch these cutscenes again. Fuck. So this is gonna suck. Also, from memory, there are parts during this that gameplay-wise are tricky. I mean, there's the boss fights at the end, obviously, but there's some parts going up I remember being a bit of a pain. So we'll see how that goes. My prediction currently is not well. Hello. Apologies, I waited a week. Maybe we would have saved it if I didn't wait so long. I say this being some of the shortest time it's been for me to actually get back into VII Remake for a while.
Please, let us through.
Oh, you start with this. I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot that you started with this one.
What are you?
Yeah, you started. I remember them showing up during this, especially at the end.
Tifa, we have to get past, whatever it takes.
I forgot that you start with the unexpected fight and start it. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta like kill one of the others and then we'll be able to get through, right? I think that's how it works. Do they have any weaknesses or anything? Yeah, just do magic and it seems.
Go on.
Use magic and they'll. Does Blade Burst count as magic? Or is it like spell magic? Find out! Hey, it does count. Okay, well. You're in the air, it's very hard for me to hit you up there. But you're dead anyways. Okay. They actually take pretty good damage. This stuff actually kills them pretty quickly. Whee! Yeah, they actually take a lot of damage from this stuff. Blade Burst! Whee! Hell yeah. Okay, so this is actually fun. Ah, no!
I'll show you what I can do.
Have you got... Can I hit you from here? Like where you are? I actually have no idea whether I...
Let me...
No, there's still one more, isn't there? You will die! Do we have a magic attack with her other than Chi Trap? I don't think we do. But Chi Trap will work. Chi Trap should be fine, right? Rah! Ow.
Stay back. Bring it.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Aerith! Get in there. Fuck it, use an actual spell on the exact.
Why don't you lead the way?
Tifa, get in there and punch! Unbridled strength. Full rise and full on. Is it just about... Do we just try and stagger this? Is this the best way to try and kill this thing? I don't remember how these things actually fight. Like in any capacity.
Say goodbye.
Blade Burst from like... Will I hit upwards? No, okay. Okay. Time to run away and heal with Cloud. I totally forgot to start this. Get out of the sky! I don't want to waste MP on you already. I swear there was a way to like stagger them massively.
I'll show you what I can
like,
do.
Is it just killing the other ones? Is it just killing? No, because the other ones are like back onto B and stuff. Come on.
Here it comes. This one's for you. Go on.
I thought there was a way to like, if you did something, it like did a big stagger on the attack.
Backing off a bit.
Ah! No.
One more shot. Can you take
Look
over for me?
onto the one that I'm killing. Or is it already dead? It might already be dead. Alright. Blade Burst!
That's it.
Does that do anything to that thing? Blade Burst again. Rah! That did a lot. Get off, Tifa! Get off her!
So it's my turn?
My turn.
No, I meant.
Here goes.
very poorly here. Doing very poorly here. I do not remember how this fight works. I do not remember how this works.
Why don't you lead the way?
Broad strength, back up. There we go. Ow.
Let's do this.
Get him!
Has the Admiral Spectre had like any health up there? I really do not remember how to actually do this. Because the numbers, the letters are just repeating now. For like what we're up to. Is it staggering one of the others? Does that do it? Like if we stagger one of the others, it staggers the big one? Oh. Oh, that's what it is.
There's too many.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a cutscene progression thing. You're not actually defeating them, they're just slowing you down enough. The whole point is they're just there to slow you down just enough. That's what it is.
Come on.
That's what it is. You don't actually defeat it there. That checks out. That checks out. That's the whole thing. Is that a box? No. I'm allowed to do my attacks right now. Run! Run! We gotta stop it from falling! Run! Run as fast as you fucking can.
What you got? Come on!
Hey, Barrett.
That's Barrett.
Wedge! Ow! You fucking ow.
It's Shinra. They're trying to take out the pillar.
I know.
I have to go back. Barrett and the others are still...
Stop. Stay with Wedge. I'm going up.
Sure.
I'm going too. I can still fight. Big's heat. They were shooting at me and he...
Wedge, please. Let Cloud handle it. Don't worry. I'll patch him up.
Hang on, guys. Help is coming.
Fuck
Wedge,
these whispers.
Listen to me. You stay here with them.
Fuck the whispers.
About time you showed up.
Fuck Shinra.
Gotta do my part to clear the path before you steal the show.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough. Alright. You know what? I think Glad took a lot of damage in the last fight. We've got time for a nap. We've got time for a nap before we continue on. It's still like obviously a lot of not great things happen over the course of this game. This is still like the moment, right? Oh no.
I'm getting sick of
This is still the moment.
anything better to do.
Tell me about it. See how hard we got hit over here?
Shit. What's wrong with these people?
And just like the whole thing is building up like you're actually going to do it.
Roger.
Like they definitely try to help you think that maybe you are actually going to do it. You're actually going to stop them, and you don't, and you just fucking don't. Don't worry, Wedge. I'm gonna save everyone. And wow, I feel a bit tired. I think I'll just take a small break here. Well, it's the same reason that Wedge isn't going up now, because you know you can't really help save people if you're pulling on your ass and everything, right?
Nothing to it.
Like, we need as many people as we can to help here, but I mean... Oh, Jesus, it's these fuckers. Alright.
Don't think you're gonna get away with
Oh wow, okay, that worked out well. I don't have... God damn it.
I got it.
If I use Braver on their back, like while their back's facing towards me, will it work? Hey, it did. Nice.
Come and get it.
Oh, lol.
Enough.
There we go. Oh Jesus, that
Let's
dude got
go.
cleaved. That dude got cleaved in fucking half. Cleaved in half. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, there's items. Where's the way up? Oh, it's the stairs. A lot of this is like, a lot of these are very similar floors, so it's like, where's the ladders that go up, and everything like that? I do not remember. Again, I've waited way too long to replay this, but you know, better to do it now than before Rebirth comes out. I'll try to do it straight after I do the normal game next time, instead of waiting several years.
Biggs.
Hey, Biggs.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge?
Don't worry. He'll bounce back.
That's good to hear. Could have used some extra padding myself.
Get it. Don't talk.
It's pretty bad up there. Cloud, promise me, don't let it be for nothing.
I won't.
You're a good man. Giving me that comfort. Oh, one more thing. The Leaf House. It's an orphanage. In the Sector 5 slums. The kids, they're great. I used to visit.
That you'll have to do yourself.
Let me guess. Not a fan of kids.
No.
But you have so much in common. Good luck, Cloud. Our future is in your hands.
It still sucks. It still sucks. Yep, it still sucks. It still sucks like hell.
This isn't over.
It also shows a lot of Cloud's development over the course of the game, because at the beginning of the game, like Cloud is Cloud is a jackass at the beginning of the game, right? He just seemingly doesn't care about anyone else. He has no interest in anything like that. He brushes off people and stuff like that. You can see in moments like that, like, he obviously still has his stoicness that he is like intent on keeping and stuff like that. He still does, like, he still has that. He still tries to not show it, like, to show his emotions as much. He absolutely still tries to do all of that, but you can see even in just little expressions that he makes during that it's just like, it hurts him, like compared to before, like, he cares now. He actually, like, oh yeah, it's if they miss an attack, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, the thing is, if they miss an attack, that's when they get stuck. Ow! Well, I need to be able to fucking see where they're... Why are they flying? Where are you going? Where are you going? Ow. Wow, I am nearly dead.
I won't give
Wow, I took a lot of damage just then.
You're done.
Ow! Okay. Another chakra.
I'm waiting.
Counter stands! It may not be the dodge thing.
Steady.
It may not be the dodge thing, but you know. You know, I'm actually totally fine if you shoot me a bunch.
That it?
Because that builds up that, yeah. There we go.
Right.
I am on a high difficulty. I do have to pay more attention to just, like, not being done. Ah! Die already! Die already!
Let's finish this.
Alright, sick. Get one last chakra in, and there we go. And there we go. Yeah, this chapter, like, this chapter sucks, right? Like, this emotionally sucks to deal with, this chapter, and everything like that, but, again, obviously there's been moments before and everything like that, of just, like, this game was fantastic from, like, the fucking beginning, right? It really was. Like, the game has been fantastic for a long-ass time, but, this chapter and the subsequent one were the things that really made me realize just, like, how much I do fucking love the game and everything like that. I'm trying my best to just not use any enemies. Because I know the ending of the game. I know endings of chapters can just drain so much of it.
That it?
Me dickhead, thank you.
All good.
Damn it. The plan was to do punish mode because I couldn't do counter stance on that. I know I can dodge it, but I just don't trust myself dodging. I don't trust myself dodging at the moment. But I mean, like, the things that make me love this game so much, obviously this game is so technically competent in so many ways, like graphics, music, characters, performance, everything like that, and obviously the story and stuff like that. People have their gripes with, you know, certain chapters of the story because of the changing it from the original game and stuff like that, which I have no opinions on because I've not played the original game and stuff like that. But like I said during it, and it's often the thing that for the games I love the most, where I can praise the game from a technical standpoint all the ways that I want to, but the games that, like, at its core, the games I love the most are just the games that, like, I like experiencing emotionally the most. This game is emotions from start to finish in so many different ways. Fun, excitement, happy, sad as hell, high.
That's us. Won't let you get away with it. So go crawl back into whatever hole you crawled out of, or something.
Reno doesn't even, like... Reno can barely convince himself to even do the talking. Whereas that barking and growling at the closet door and there was nothing in the closet.
Yeah, good enough.
But what if there's monsters in there?
Wait. I know you.
But what if there's monsters in there?
Mr. First Class. First class asshole.
Gotcha!
Got him. Got him.
You ain't got nowhere to run.
Up the tower? Maybe?
Not good.
Maybe don't stick my head out straight away immediately. You know, for people committing an...
weapon and surrender.
For people committing
Shinra
such
does not
an
negotiate with
unbelievably horrific, awful acts of, like, just murder and everything that they're doing. For these two, for what they're planning on doing, it's amazing how much they just do not seem to give a shit about anything that they're doing.
Get down!
Fuck yeah, Tifa! Kick several pipes out of the mid-air at once. So badass.
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
I'm sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them.
Go. Follow your heart.
Aerith. There's a bar in the center of town, 7th Heaven. I need you to...
Get Marlene to safety, right? It's okay. I'll find her.
Huh? Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Consider it done. Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass.
So I've seen people use that moment to say that this is evidence that Aerith knows what's happening in the story already.
Come on.
Like,
Seventh
whatever
Heaven this
Sephiroth
way.
is doing for remake story,
Wedge, wait!
Aerith is aware of it because
You
she
guys
says the
can't
name
stay
Marlene
here.
there. And I know it was literally the last chapter that I did. I know it was literally the last chapter that I did.
Time to waste.
But doesn't Tifa say Marlene when she's looking at the ghost in the train graveyard? Like after the ghoul boss fight? Like before you leave the building? Didn't she say Marlene there? I mean, obviously, Aerith definitely knows some shit about what's going on and stuff like that, but
You have to open the gate.
I don't think it's
If you don't let
unreasonable.
these people through, back off. It's not.
I don't think it's unreasonable
Wedge!
for Aerith to know the name Marlene there. But Aerith definitely knows something about what's going on.
I'm
She
no
definitely
good.
does.
Not to anyone up there or down here.
That's not true, Wedge. Don't give up hope yet. We could still save a lot of lives.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you? I want to believe that we can still win somehow.
Like Aerith knows it's gonna happen.
But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning. Just this feeling. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like she definitely
That's not
does.
supposed to give up. I don't want to look back one day
Definitely does.
and wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything I could.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make tonight. Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die.
Close it!
No, sir! I will not obey that order! This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly!
You can't just wait!
Wedge! 7th Heaven is just down this road, isn't it?
Head straight and look right. You can't miss it.
Don't worry about me.
All right, I'll get these people to safety.
Get out of Sector
everyone.
7,
Quickly,
please!
gotta get out of
We need to
Sector
get as
7 as
far away
quickly as
from
you
Sector
can.
7 as possible, right now!
I
Go to
also
Sector 5 or 6!
We'll have a better chance
Anywhere
to
but
survive
here!
if we work
That-
together.
this moment of Aerith
Don't
and
push,
Wedge.
you guys. If you see someone who needs help, then help them.
I genuinely think that this is one of the best moments of the game for, like, story and themes and everything like that. I'm not even joking. I love this moment so much. Because you've got Wedge and Aerith, two characters who do not know each other in any capacity. They've literally just met, right? Like Aerith doesn't know Sector 7. She doesn't know Avalanche. She doesn't know these people and everything like that. At all, in any capacity.
You all have to get out of Sector 7, now, please!
But
slow down. Do you know what's going on? What do they want?
just like how good that moment is of just showing unity of a common
Well,
cause
there's still time.
being
But-
the important thing.
They're going to drop the plate on us?
Yes.
Like, Aerith and Wedge do so much to
Those
inspire
sons
each
of
other because they're
bitches.
united by a
What
common
good do they think
cause.
that'll do?
Feel free to cry about it later.
So
Right
they're
now,
immediately
we need
able
get
to, like,
everyone to safety.
get enough of that bond
watch
to do
clear
the
the
things that
roads
they need to
first.
do to help people and stuff like that.
Good thinking.
Which is like literally everything that like which is like the same thing that Wedge does when he's like shaking down those guards and everything, where he's just like, you need to make good decisions now or you will regret it and people will die. Like, do the right goddamn thing. That's the only thing that fucking matters. And stuff like that, which he manages to get through to one of the security guards, who turns around and says, "No, I'm not going to do everything like
I've
that."
got to get to 7th Heaven.
I just
What are you doing here? Get out
That's
before you
it.
get yourself killed.
because it just shows this like amazing bond that they're able to have just so instantly because of united by a common cause.
Oh no!
Which I mean, like, Tifa and Aerith already were having that beforehand, but like Tifa, like, but it's different when it's just like they had all of their moments together. Tifa was a bit confused at the start of like why Aerith was there and stuff like that, but then like they go through the sewers, they go through the train graveyard and stuff like that. But just like Aerith and Wedge are immediately able to help each other do things that they need to do. Just united by the common cause of helping and doing the right thing and stuff like that. I mean, which is absolutely not a coincidental theme that the game has and stuff like
How
that.
the hell did they expect us to escape?
Like, considering how blatant the game is of just like, hey, evil, unthinking corporation, evil. That all they care about is profit and power and control and stuff like that. And so much of the story of like the sectors and the slums and everything is people working together and stuff like that. And like,
Hold on.
like having that theme of a strong sense of unity amongst people for a common cause to do the right thing in the face of something like that.
I
Is
know it must hurt, but you've got to be brave now, okay?
Come on, keep moving this way. Hey, hey, over here. Come on.
I'll take you to her. Ready? Almost there, okay?
and just so much of this chapter is just like this chapter is just so good
No need to rush.
for like, I mean, it emotionally hurts and it hits you so hard, right?
Come on, we've got to go fine. Don't worry about
And, but like, I think like one of the big things,
it. We can get through this. We just have to.
one
work
of the
together.
big things about
Get
this
the wall
moment at the end, here, like at the end of Sector 7, is
Wait,
obviously you have the emotional impact of like Biggs and Jesse as you go up the tower. Yes, you have that and stuff like that. And when the
Can you take
plate
care of
does
her?
fall,
of course.
basically no named characters are victims. Like, they specifically go out of their way. Marl is here, Marlene saved. Even Betty, a little character you ran into while exploring Sector 7 earlier. They're safe and everything like that. No named characters actually eat it during this section. But because of how much you've been through Sector 7 and just, like, seeing the people who live here, and all of this, seeing all the people talk here, which is the same as before, you heard just people naturally having their conversations, living their lives. Ow.
Confirmed. One more bird lost.
Beforehand.
Probably for
It makes
the
that moment at the
After
end
all.
when the plate does fall hit so hard, despite it not being about any named characters. Like,
Change of plans.
the game just does such a good
take it
sense
here.
of building up all of the aspects of the game. for what Sector 7 is, that it's able to hit you that hard about it being about, like, a loss of a community and a group of people and, like, all of these people just completely losing their way of life. Because I definitely feel like there's some games where you can have the major tragedy that, like, blows up half of a town or something like that, and it's meant to be this moment of, look at how evil the villains are. Which it absolutely also is here. Look at how evil the villains are and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of games will have the major tragedy, like the big thing that occurs that like kills a shit ton of people, but that isn't the emotional peak of sadness. It's about the one character that you know the name of who dies like either before or after it and stuff like that. And again, this game still has that with Biggs and Jesse and stuff like that, and that still hurts. But the sense of sadness and grief and loss, I felt it more, but I also think the game is meant to make you feel it more because so much of the impact after this moment of the game is specifically about what happened to Sector 7, is that this part hurts more, despite it not being about any individual named characters. In fact, they go out of their way to show you that all of the named characters that you've dealt with survive this incident in some capacity or another. But it still hurts so fucking much because they do such a good job of getting across the idea of this is a community, this is a group of people who care about each other, this is a group of people who are living their lives here, and that has been taken away from so many people. And like this moment where you're running around with Aerith and just seeing how many people are trying to run and escape and stuff like that.
She's with Cloud and the others.
Daddy too?
You mean Barrett? Yep, he's there too.
Wait, Daddy's not coming home?
Not yet. That's why I came to find you.
So you know Barrett was
Tifa asked me
Marlene's dad.
She said, take care of Marlene.
And I don't know if she heard that part specifically.
The thing is, this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer, okay?
And then some shit happens here.
Are they gonna destroy the bar? Are they gonna destroy our house?
I know it's hard. Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together, anywhere. Shall we go?
I have no idea what this is. I have thought about this a lot. I have no fucking clue what that is meant to be. There's some other parts of this game that I've been able to piece together or get theories of based on things in this hard mode playthrough. I've been thinking about that moment for a while before seeing it again, and yet there is no hints or anything. I've got not a fucking clue what that is meant to be or what that hints at.
You smell nice.
Oh?
She's covered in dirt. I don't know if she'd still smell like.
Like her flower.
Oh yeah. And then I was just like, aww. Aww.
I hope you remember it. Come on. Tell you what, we'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
Do you think that I could help too?
Of course you can. Hey, what's your favorite flower?
Darling's meant to end there. Because then this fucker shows up. Well, these fuckers. Do multiple show up here, or is it just the same? I think it's just him. Maybe some lackeys.
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
Sung.
Sorry. That is name. I remember the spelling, couldn't remember the pronunciation.
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
There's nothing to be scared of, okay? How about we make a deal?
There's still part of this that I'm confused about. Because there's something about where Aerith has to go with them willingly or something like that. Which, like, why? Which, this is how she ends up going willingly. By making a deal of just, like, we'll get Marlene to safety. Fuck that guy. Fuck all the Turks in the game. Not people from Turkey, the country.
Stairs.
Tifa!
Want shitload of bullets.
No, you're not gonna shoot the hot girl! I like her! Don't shoot the hot girl! Nice catch.
What the hell?
Nice catch.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
Damn it! You want to explain yourself, partner?
Hand slip.
Where's Aerith?
Fuck these two
I sent her to
chapters.
Seventh Heaven to get Marlena.
In Wedge?
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
We can
Oh.
still stop this. Right?
Well, fucking hopefully.
Then let's keep moving.
Run!
You're going.
Oh, fucking.
What's up, guys?
Definitely something we can say about Intergrade that is already obvious about the potential future of this series. Intergrade has shown that aerial combat's not gonna suck as much. So at least there's that. At least we have that to look forward to the future for this. It really is just use magic, isn't it? It really is just use magic on these pricks. I don't wanna use a big one.
Need a light? I see you!
Like, they're technically hovering out of range. Like, come on.
Suck at hiding. Come on.
Get back in range, you pricks. Jesus. Stay in. You stay where I can hit you. Not you, Reno. These pricks. These pricks. These pricks. Again, integrate with you if you show that at least aerial combat can be improved compared to this. Definitely the biggest awkwardness in the combat in this. Like, I understand the concept of a bunch of aerial enemies are there meant to incentivize you use Barret or Aerith because they're easier to hitting. But then you get sections like this where you've only got the two melee characters and then it just kind of becomes annoying. Cloud is very close to death.
Wherever the hell you are!
MP with a Mako shot. I have full MP, don't I? I should probably use a heal now. I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna use a cure that Cloud very flippantly used on himself.
I don't know
in case I pick up more MP shots.
this.
Ah! Run! Run and don't get shot! Ah, Jesus! Oh, fucking, okay. Hey, dickhead, how does counter stance work on you? Pretty fucking effectively. Pretty fucking effectively. Counter stance still holds itself up as one of the best goddamn moves that Cloud gets in this game.
Well, if this is how you want to play it, that's fine by
Okay,
me.
yeah, we're getting a lot of MP shots here, actually. We're getting like a shitload of Mako.
Move aside.
Oh, this is a dead end, isn't it? I went the wrong way! I went the wrong way, no! Sorry, I use it for a free shot. Ow, 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 ow. Block. Lol. Completely missed. Get back over here! Whirling uppercut has at least height to it.
Keep it up.
There we go. There we go. Again, even with the awkwardness of the combat in this game, in terms of very particular things, there's definitely like some parts are a bit weird when it comes to that. I'm absolutely not going to disagree with that. Oh, I'm not going to disagree that some parts aren't a little weird in terms of controls and stuff like that. It's still my second favorite combat in any video game. It's still my second favorite. It combines the things that I love too much. I'm pretty sure I spent most of the last stream yammering on about that, so I don't need to do it again.
What was that?
It's Jesse committing delicious, sexy, beautiful murder.
So, how'd you guys rate my latest and greatest design? 11 out of 10? Today's your unlucky day, because I never miss.
And these fuckers, these fucking whispers show up. I'm pretty sure the whole point of them being there is to just like ensure that the explosion hits back at her. Because that's actually what kills her, I'm pretty sure. It's her being hit by the explosion.
Come on.
Or the wreckage of the helicopter.
Bring it.
Ah, you got distracted by Tifa, haha. Ah, damn it.
You guys
Ah,
are
damn
having
it.
the time of your life.
Ow! Ow! Fucking ow! Jesus Christ!
What?
Seems to be small control on the top floor.
Our guys are seriously struggling to take down these assholes?
Anyway, we may need to intervene personally.
Okay, well...
Whatever you say, partner.
Okay, well, I was hoping on hitting them with the counter stance, but they seem like they're gonna be dicks. They're gonna be dicks about it, so fuck it, alright.
My turn.
They're gonna be dicks about it, I'll do this. Ow! I chuck her and then, like, immediately got hit. Oh, you showed up too? Okay, well, I definitely want to counter stance, but... Someone got... There we go, thank you. Try and hit me! Thank you! Now you're dead, finally. Goodness.
That's that.
I do have to check before we get up to the top floor for the boss fight. Oh my god. Oh my god, so many of them showing up. Ow! Ow, ow, ow. Wow, you threw a lot of grenades out at once. Okay, going to use a Cura
After you.
for myself. You get over here in a second. Hey, dickhead. Bonk.
Bring it!
Ow! Stop shooting me. Should I just staff shower this dude? I should. I should just staff shower this dude. You're right. If I combine that with the Bravery, he'll just die! There we go. Again, like, it's another thing that I would say, I don't know if it's strictly a criticism of the game or anything like that for the combat, but, like, the boss fights in this game fucking rule. The boss fights are incredibly fun, for, like, how hard they go and stuff like that. There's definitely an element of, even on the highest difficulty that we've got here.
Anytime now.
Okay, ow. I didn't realize you did that. Lol.
Let's do this. Now's our chance.
Yeah, like, even on the highest difficulty, there is definitely still an element of, basic enemies are relatively simple. And, like, don't do that much to try and kill you.
Gotcha.
I mean, like, they still had the chance to fuck me up and stuff here, definitely. But, that got them both, didn't it? Okay. Oh, there's multiple of them. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna say all this and then just die to these fuckers. But
Take it from here.
All set. There.
yeah. But the bosses definitely try to push you super hard. Of just like you got to be on point for a lot of it to actually be able to kill the bosses. Where basic enemies you can still kind of mash through even on this high difficulty. Focus strike. Actually try to wipe out one of these things properly, shall we? Focus thrust. There we go. And now it's staggered. Tifa. Star Shower. Actually just dive kick it. Actually, no. True strike. Then Cloud will just do this. Super dead. Super fucking dead. I should probably stop trying to mash through these fights as much as I am. Because it does go a hell of a lot better for you if you do actually like focus on doing the things properly. Like, I pressure you, and then just, you're basically like... And now you're staggered. And I'm not even going to use the stagger... Oh, okay. I want to use that. Yeah. Even trash enemies, I should still be focusing on trying to, like, do the mechanics that the game wants you to do to wipe them out and stuff like that. Because it does make it a lot easier to do that. Like, hey, you dodge one of the helitroopers' attacks, which is their thing. You dodge it and then you survive and everything. And then it's fine. Yeah, like, boss fights will push you to the limit, and then sometimes basic enemies can be so simple that you don't even get to, like, do cool things on them. I mean, we're getting further into the game, but, like, even there, like, I dodged its attack once, which got it, stunned, or, like, staggered, and then it just melted away. I'm not saying that every enemy has to be as tough as a boss fight, just, you know. The difference between boss fight difficulty and basic enemy difficulty is a lot.
Jesse!
And I think it could be a little bit closer by bringing up the normal enemies a little bit. Who's ready for the next sad? Woo!
Jeez. Tifa. If you could see the look on your face. So, you're the guy who gets to hear my last words. Lucky me.
Like hell they're your last.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. They were my bombs. They were all my victims. I had it coming.
See, even here, she still feels guilty about what happened in Sector 8 at the top.
My hero.
I think it was Sector 8.
So gentle.
Just try to hang on.
Despite Shinra, like, actively making it worse.
So dramatic.
I mean, like, it's good that she feels guilty, but if she,
just
like, from her understanding of actually being on
I could have had you over
it
again.
sucks that.
Everyone with Mom's cooking. I really wanted to believe we could.
Yeah. You owe me a pizza.
That's right. I do. But I don't think... Oh no. Tifa's crying. Did I say something wrong? Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know. Jesse.
This sucks so hard.
Hey.
It's not the chapter I was looking forward to replaying. Not the chapter I was looking forward to replaying. I think it's a good sign of like how well done it is, this chapter. And it's just like, I know what's happening in this chapter, and I know what to expect, and it's still just like, ah. And like, you don't even get the chance to grieve them properly, because you have to immediately go. You have to immediately go. Like, story-wise, And gameplay-wise, like, there are bigger things. Like, it sucks, but, like, there are bigger things at stake. That, like, that need more attention. And it's just like, you're not even afforded the opportunity. I mean, like, the characters of, like, Biggs and Jesse. Like, we saw them a bunch at the beginning, but, like... compared to, like, any of the main characters we've been dealing with, they're much more minor than, like, our 4 playable characters. And still, it's just, I mean, you literally start the game with them, so... Oh, shit.
Get your ass back up! Now! Chopper's gonna chew you up!
I'm gonna hit the bullets back with my sword.
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the credits roll. No, we gotta keep moving if we wanna make it that far. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, we do get a menu for this. I should do that. I should do that, because I don't remember what their weaknesses are. My brain is saying that Rude's weakness is wind. I don't know if Reno even has one. But Barrett also would not be set up.
You. It's nothing personal, bitch.
Fuck you, Reno.
Miss me.
You're next, asshole!
Sorry, losers. Gotta play for keeps today. No time to dick around.
Shoot him in the back.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation. Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Yeah, coming right up.
Yeah?
No, you don't. Not when I'm working.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Press it. Now. You ain't got shit on us.
You sure about that? Because I'm about to kick your fucking ass. I have to go to enemy intel because I do not remember in any capacity what I'm about to fight. Reno and Root. There we go. There we go. So just not electricity. Yeah, he doesn't have any weaknesses. Magic isn't great for him. You use a lot of counters on him if it's anything like the church fight. Reno has wind. Don't use flames. Okay, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. All right. Material and equipment. Actually, does Barrett have upgrades to his gun that we've been using? He's just got the... This is just the one that, this is just the one that does a shit ton of damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the Maximum Fury one. I know all of them have it, because that's where I've done it. But, yeah. Does he have any upgrades on here that are, like, that we should go for before we do this? 20 points, Magic Attack Power, Limit Break, Magic Attack, Elemental Defense Boost. I'm not sure at the moment. Maybe a cocky son of a bitch once again. What things have they got on? Yeah, they've just got the thing that gives you 4, and that is beneficial status. Oh, that's because I try to use Haste on Clyde. Barrett is just the 4, no connected. Consuming MP fills the limit gauge. I had him for the limit, I guess. Champion Bell is just, extra stats and more so forth. So pretty much all that is fine. Pretty much all that's fine. Batter buttons. We want to change these over. Both of them being winds. Where is my wind materia? Wind materia. Wind materia! There we go. I have way too much excess materia. I have so much excess materia because we keep collecting more of it. There we go. They're fine with everything else. Do we just want to move everything from Aerith to Barret? There's also something I really hope that the next game introduces is loadouts. So you can just say, hey, I want this person to have these equipped, so you don't have to change everything all the time. I think I'm literally just gonna do this for a bunch of this. I don't know if cleansing comes up in this one, but keep it that way, just for the time being. Chakra, everyone obviously needs chakra. Flames, you don't need that. Revival, you definitely will need. And what else do you got over here? HP, and steadfast block. I literally think a second HP is useless on Barret from memory. He has so much health that even that past one is literally useless because it maxes out at 9999. Steadfast block. What other skill ones do we have that would be good? ATB stagger would probably be good on him as well, with to just because a lot of his are just like used to, so from like maximum fury and shit like that. ATB assist, which is that? Oh yeah, not for Barret. I'm just ATB assist is still a confusing one for me. Still a confusing one for me, like how it actually functions. Parry, Swift Strike, I don't must ATB stagger. I'm tempted to just put a second ATB stagger on him. What is Tifa got? Just a lot of those. Skill master. So I feel the application multiple large HP freeze when using 3 types of commands. You know what? Fuck it. I also don't know how that works, but we'll see how it goes. This should be fine. As long as we got the elemental things, I think most of what I just do normally is fine. Is fine. Alright. Hey buddy!
Careful.
Bring it on.
Had to. No choice.
Wow! Wow! Oh, the counter stance went off, but like so late. What? Counter stance went off like super late. What the hell? Well, actually, if anyone's going to do a cure, it should be Barret because he probably has higher. There we go. Ow! Ow! Alright. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Probably use a chakra here, just make sure it go up a little bit. There we go. Nope, that's not gonna work. Hard to dodge out of the way of that one because it hit so far, but hey. Nope, that one's not gonna work. Ow! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I remember the thing being like you wanna really get the staggers off on a little bit. But ow, Jesus. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Should probably, if I'm gonna play as someone else, use the steel skin for Barret and like to drain health and stuff like that. So there's a lot of tactics. There's a lot of tactics about like ways to do this that I've definitely forgotten with it being so long.
Guess I'm rubbing off on you.
Heads up, guys.
So like now we use steel skin. There we go. Barret, you've got the thing, right? Lifesaver, yeah. Get out. Oh my god. Trying to actually counter that shit and having a very rough time. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude, how many of those do you have? Jesus. Oh, you have to attack the pyramid. That's how that works. Okay. You attack the pyramid. God. There we go. Oh, pressured? Nice. Fuck yeah. Focus thrust! Defo, get in there. Well, not quite what I meant, but focus strike. Alright, Barrett! Focus shot. There we go. There we go. Clyde can do infinities. And Deeper! Get in there with your true strike. Barrett! Nope, not that one. Barrett, no. Where's... Lock on. Are you dead on the grounds? Oh, he's dead! Oh, he just fucking died from that shit. Oh, he just died. Oh, he just fucking died. Got it. Alright, magnify the shit out of that.
Deal with that.
Yeah, let's skip into, shall we? I remember this at least with Barrett. When he has to reload, you can do charge and it basically saves time. I remember that, at the very least. Like when he starts shooting, when his arm knocks back, you can go straight into charge to get some of the like the reload thing to get the big other thing back. Like basically cancels the reload animation, goes into the other one. Doesn't really slow you down for attacking, just helps you get back the other thing.
Lift your wings, huh?
Just like little tricks. Little tricks.
Planning to join anyway.
Any landing you can walk away from. Come on, let's teach him the first two-step.
Alright, so Reno is still nearly dead, right? Yeah, Reno's still nearly dead. Oh, both of them are nearly dead. Being in a helicopter crash did indeed actually hurt. Wow, Barrett. Wow, okay. We're going to... Actually, Tifa's going to heal you. Wait. Tifa's going to try and heal Barrett. Attempt to. I don't know how well it's going to go.
I got you.
I probably want to get rid of you first, honestly. You're kind of a prick. Ow. Ow. So here's the plan, right? Okay. The idea is what I want to do. Come on some... There we go. Down the stairs. Trevor! Go into Star Shower on you and just immediately kill the dive kick as well. Barrett! Oh, he already had max. Well, you didn't need to do that. Alright, just a Cura, top off everyone. Cloud, get in there! Never mind. Change of plans. Ow. Way! Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Wow, okay, Barrett went down. That's a problem. Does Tifa still have Raise on her? She does not. Sick, okay. Are you gonna try and bind me or anything? Just want to make sure that, like, I baited out an attack before we try to do that.
Don't overdo it. Let me handle this.
Alright. Overpower! Oh, really? Horrible timing on that. Okay, I set up the raise. I thought I set up the raise for you. It didn't go. Arise on Barrett.
Deal with that.
All set.
Must have gotten interrupted by someone else. Barrett's up. There we go. Barrett's up. Die! There we go. There we go. One down. Now we can focus a lot easier.
Taking over.
Oh, we're gonna absolutely fuck you up. Oh, we're gonna fuck you up so much.
Keep it together.
Oh, prepare to get absolutely wrecked, buddy.
I got it.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, Okay, Infinity's End on you. This is gonna be disgusting. True Strike. Barret, you've got Maximum Fury. And lay waste to this fucking fool. There we go. There we go.
Separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
There we go. I may not know how to best avoid damage and attacks in situations like that. I know how to fucking dish it out though.
How do we stop it?
Who knows?
Where are you going?
The fucking ghosts.
Move!
The fucking
Real
ghosts.
out of your shit!
Keeper!
Where'd you?
Plate separation initiated. Plate separation initiated. Commencing separation sequence. Section 1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately. Plate separation initiated.
You son of a bitch! What have you done?
Why does this function exist? Other than the explicit purpose of Shinra wanting to murder a shitload of people at once. Why does this exist? Why does this function exist? And the only thing I could think of is that this exists in case, like, something in the plate for, like, all of the Mako and the Angie and stuff starts having issues, and it might chain react to the other ones, so just make it all fall away so it doesn't blow up the rest of the other sections up the top.
Nothing.
But that's so extreme as, like, a failsafe.
You can't do this!
Eva! I found Marlene!
Aerith!
Marlene? My Marlene? What did you do with her?
Where are you?
She's on our side.
I'm at the...
Sir, your activities unwittingly brought you into contact with the Ancient, who is now back in our custody where she belongs. For this you have my sincerest gratitude. Alas, the sector in which you stand has been condemned.
Ancient.
Run! You have to go now!
And where exactly do you expect them to go?
Aerith!
Total plate separation imminent. Evacuate the area immediately.
It's just so catastrophically, horrifically evil.
If we don't get the hell out of here right now, we're dead.
Like, thank fucking God Shinra dies at the end of this game, right? Like, not the rest of them, but at least Shinra himself dies at the end of this game. Spoilers.
Hey! Over here! Found us a way out!
Keeper.
Come on! Come on!
One of the few pre-rendered cutscenes in the entire game, isn't it? I'm trying to think of how many pre-rendered cutscenes actually exist in the game. This is one of the very few, I think. I still don't get this. I still don't get this. Like, if that's an introduction to a character we'll learn about later, sure. It is a bit weird that in the middle of the horror that is happening here, that we're teased at the introduction of a cat prince. I'm sure people who know original FF7 know who or what that is. And how they're, like, relevant to later on. It's still a weird time to, like, show them, I think, though, right? Unless they're, like, super relevant to what just happened there, and I just don't know that, because, you know, I don't know the game. I'm not gonna play this whole chapter today, because this chapter is long. But I'll at least get to the point where we're like all walking out together.
Anybody out
Get
there?
Barrett's thing.
Barrett!
Yeah.
I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey! Can
Here
anybody
goes.
hear me?
And push!
And this is a part that wasn't hit.
Marlene. Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse! God damn it! God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today. Am I right?
Yeah.
Hold on to this anger, okay?
And again, like, nothing justifies what Shinra did there. Nothing.
Barrett. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
again, not knowing the game, like, well, as I said, like, when we beat this game before, there's obviously shit going on with the characters in terms of before this game, right? Like, the stuff that we've seen about, like, what's happened before this game for Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith is, like, up in the air, and there's some shit going on. It does seem like part about what learning the story for this game is going to be is also learning about the past, because everything that we've learned about the past either has unresolved questions that are confusing or are things that just do not add up with each other and anything like that. So at this stage, we obviously don't know all of, like, Tifa's backstory and what she's been through and stuff like that. We obviously just know, like, it seems like her village, along with the Clouds, because, you know, they grew up together, like, burned down at some point because of Sephiroth. And there's that one part where, like, we have the flashback or forward, I don't know, in one of the reactors with Tifa. So there's that stuff, but I don't know that, but because obviously, like, whenever these types of moments happen, Tifa's hit incredibly hard by it. There's multiple moments leading up to her finding out that the plate drops, and even, like, as it's dropping and stuff, where she just freezes. She just completely and utterly freezes, and she needs someone nearby her to, like, to shake her back into it. It happens multiple times and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, she lost her home before, so it's something that hits personally and stuff like that. But, at that moment where, where she turns around to Barrett, and she's just like, we did this. She blames herself for it immediately, and Barrett's just like, no, you can't think like that. When he turns around and says, it's whatever happens, Shinra was the one who pulled the trigger, am I right? And you see her visibly shaking. Like, and she's just visibly shaking and just looking down, she's like, yeah. And it's hard for me to tell whether that's her anger with herself, because she's still blaming herself, and she's just getting that angry at herself. And that when she says, yeah, it's just her way of conceding to what Barrett's saying, but she's still blaming herself. Or whether her blaming herself for things like that. Because she also had, like, the issues before. She wasn't super on board with blowing up the reactors in the first place, right? So, like, is it easier for her to blame herself than to actually feel that anger? Like, would she prefer to blame herself and feel sad over it, because for her, she can handle that more than just being that furious at someone for doing that much evil? Because she doesn't start shaking with anger until Barrett is the one who turns around and says, no, this is Shinra. Shinra did what they did today. Anything that came before, that's, like, that doesn't justify what happened here. Like, this is Shinra's decision to escalate it to this fucked up level. And it's not until he mentions that it's Shinra's fault and stuff like, because she seems, like, depressed as all hell and stuff like that. But she's not, like, shaking with rage when she's blaming herself. But when Barrett puts the blame on someone else, that's when she starts doing it. So is it a case of she's shaking with rage at herself and just conceding to Barrett's point, or is it she doesn't want to feel that anger, but when Barrett makes that point, she kind of has to, and then that just fills her with just this rage? Because, again, like, obviously we know something big and traumatic happens. Again, it seems like their village burned down, based on, like, all of the stuff that we saw at the beginning. With, like, the flashbacks with Sephiroth and stuff like that. So obviously, like, losing your entire home and something like that is going to hit hard, and then the same thing happens again here. Which is literally what she says later on when we're outside of Aerith's house, where she's just like, they took away our home again. This happened again. And stuff like that. But yeah, I wonder if details on in that, like, does she blame herself for what happened before as well, or has she tried to drop that anger from last time because she couldn't handle it? So she turns, like, that more inward because she hates that feeling of anger towards other people and stuff like that. Where, like, Barrett is very, like, well, you could say, like, Barrett's the opposite. You could say quite comfortably that Barrett's the opposite, right? That, like, Barrett's immediate response is rage at other people. Like, when he's going up the tower, he's, like, shouting at them and he's swearing at them and everything like that. Because the moment that he reflects on... The moment he shifts his focus from being angry at them for what they've done to him focusing on what's actually happened, as we saw just there, he breaks down. Like, I mean, so did Theo, like, they lose the people closest to them, obviously, and stuff like that, but, like, their reactions are the opposite to each other. Tifa immediately goes into the sadness to that trauma, where Barrett immediately goes into the rage of it. And part of that does seem to be neither of them want to feel what the other end of it is. So maybe they're, like, trying to actively push away those aspects of them. I don't know. All I know is that this game is incredible at eliciting emotions from me, and also this. Like, again, this is the saddest moment of the game. Like you can go back to the stream where I did this for the first time. It broke me. It fucking broke me. It really did. It was just oh my god, like, I just couldn't emotionally handle it. I really couldn't. And as I mentioned before, it's just like, it's something that I think is, that not many video games, hell, I could say stories in general, do, where it's the big tragedy that impacts way more fucking people is the emotional, like, gut punch, and not as much the people that you personally know dying. I mean, if I want to go for the obvious example of, like, examples where the emotional impact is meant to come from the person you personally know dying rather than the mass tragedy that happens, you just look at, like, Star Wars A New Hope. Because, like, early on in Star Wars A New Hope, the entire planet of Alderaan blows up. Like, literally an entire planet is destroyed. And it's used as, look at how evil the villains are. But, like, the moment that's meant to be the saddest in that movie is when Ben dies. Like, Ben dying is meant to be the sad moments of that. But an entire planet of people blowing up is meant to be more shocking, and oh my god, how could the villains do that? And obviously, it is still shocking here, and it makes you realize just how fucking evil Shinra is and everything like that. But with how much they focus on just what Sector 7 is and all the people there in so many different ways, both during that moment and before this, that it's just, like, again, they even go out of their way to show you, other than the two people who died before the plate fell, they go out of their way to basically say, hey, every named character survives this. And a lot of people do survive this. Obviously, a lot of people die as well, but, like, a lot of people that you saw beforehand all personally lived through this. But this is still, like, this part still hits way harder than Biggs or Jesse dying. Which I think is, like, it shows how well they did what they did. That's the part that emotionally hurts the most. Despite the fact that you don't know any people, because you feel that immense sense of loss for just an entire community of people in the place they called home. And again, I think a lot of games and media in general focus on the individual tragedy of a single person, whereas mass tragedy like this is more so used to advance a plot point or used for shock and stuff like that, as opposed to how emotionally awful it is. Like, it's very well done. It's very well done. Like, there's obviously, like, there's been, like, character deaths in games and stuff that have made me cry more than this because of that emotional bond to, like, individual characters and stuff like that. So, an example from last year being the most I've ever cried at any video game and stuff like that. But in terms of just this overwhelming, just, like, depression and sadness and grief, this is still, I think, the moment that hits the most. Like, not in the way of a bawl your eyes out crying kind of thing, or at least not for me. I imagine a lot of people did for this. But yeah, like, there's just, Like, just the immense feeling of loss here is just... It hurts, like, fuck. And they did it really well. They did it really well. Again, it's the type of thing that you just don't see in media often, in terms of actually projecting this in the way that it hurts. And stuff like that. I mean, to the point where you could even say, earlier in this game it doesn't do that. Because you're not meant to feel this sad when you see the ruins of Sector 8. I mean, they also show you in that Shinra did that, and stuff like that. And nowhere near as many people die and stuff like that in Sector 8, at the beginning in Sector 8 compared to this. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Next time, we're going to do the next chapter, which is both sad as hell, and also, during the next chapter, we go into that underground section with all the fucked up shit. Which, from memory, one of those fights is, like, really hard. But I feel like I've been saying that for a while. Honestly, it's once we get to Shinra Tower that the difficulty of the game starts to scare me. Like, you get towards the end of the game and there's, like, multiple boss fights in a row. And that terrifies the crap out of me. And even on hard mode, I don't think any boss fight's been harder than what Sephiroth was on normal. So, you know, Sephiroth also scares the shit out of me. Even more sad! Yay! Yay! So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, this is version 2, signing out.